so-called black people. Yeah. Trying to put us on the face of all the crack scenes. So you can kind of see how they're trying to set us up. And that goes all in line with their eugenics agenda. You know, Margaret Sanger said it herself, the co-founder of the abortion organization in America. And she didn't want word to get out when he planned on exterminating the so-called Negro, man. And this is some real shit, this is biblical. Going back to Mordecai and Esther. Yeah. When you had that guy called Haman, his intent was to wipe out all of Mordecai's people, man. Wipe them all out. Because Mordecai said, I'm motherfucking bowing down to that motherfucker. Yeah. Right? Haman was like, you know, he went to the king of Xerxes at the time. He said, listen, I want to bring out the edict to wipe out these motherfuckers' people. Right? Ezra. For the minute, listen, what I'm ready, yeah? Hold on. Oh, it's lucky. This is Ezra chapter 3 verse 1. After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman. Xerxes. Right. Ahasuerus made it Xerxes. Promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him, and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. Right. So it says the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite. Now the Agagite, Salakio, was 1 Samuel chapter 15. Is that the one that Samuel slew with the sword? Right. 1 Samuel's Salakio. Hold on there before I see it. Someone get that, man. This yeah, I got you. Forget where that is. You remember how it goes? 1 Samuel's supposed to be chapter 15. This is 1 Samuel 15 and 8. Yeah. Right, so 1 Samuel 15 and 8 says, and he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep, and of the oxen, and of the fatlings, and of the lambs, and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them. See? But everything that was vile and refuse, that did they destroy utterly. And they were supposed to destroy everything. Right? But they spared Agag, the king of the Amalekites. The king of the Amalekites. Who's the Amalekites today? The so-called Jew, man. That's right. Right? And what they say in Numbers, that the Amalek would be the first of the nations. But his utter end would that he would be the last or something like that. How's it go? And the Most High will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Right, how does it go? Numbers. Salakio. Yeah, man. Go ahead. It's Numbers chapter 24, verse verse 15. And he took up a parable and said, Balaam, the son of
the son of Beor, have said, and the man whose eyes are open have said, ye have said, which heard the words of the Most High, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, which is Yahushua, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheph. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations. Right? He that come first shall be what?
Last.
Shall be last.
First. And the last shall be first.
Right? So Amalek is first right now.
Yeah.
Esau came first, then Jacob.
But it says in verse 18, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Because Amalek came out of what? The loins of Edom. So it says in verse 20, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So he's going to be first of the nations. And that being first of the nations, when you are on high, and your mountain, your government is on high, you first of all the nations, right? Your mind frame is, you're looking for who might try to take over your kingdom.
Yeah.
Right? And Amalek was his Agag.
Yep.
What's that? That's an Esther. Go back to Esther, chapter 3, verse 1. After these things did King Ahasuerus, or Xerxes, promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite. Right? Because go back to
15 and 8, yeah?
yeah.
First, back in 1 Samuel 15, verse 8. And it says, but Saul and the people spared Agag. I read that part. Yeah. Right? So it says, then came the word of Yahweh to Samuel, saying,
In verse 8.
And he took Agag, the king of Amalek, the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword.
Right, so Haman was a literal descendant of Agag. Right, so he was an Amalekite. Come on now, read on.
Verse 9. But Saul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep, and of the oxen, and of the fatlings, and the lambs, and all that was good, and he would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refuse did they destroy utterly.
Get to the part where
He hacks him.
hacked him in half, man. Hacked him in pieces.
Right, so it's
because he was mad.
Yeah.
Get to the point.
right,
Get
so
to the
verse
point.
19. Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of Yahweh, but didst fly upon the spoil, and did evil in the sight of Yahweh? And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of Yahweh, and have gone the way which Yahweh sent me.
I think it's in verse 31.
So Samuel turned again after Saul and said, and Saul worshipped Yahweh. Then Samuel said, Bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately.
Right? You know, in the scriptures they'll talk about that he humbled himself.
Yes.
Take heed of him, man.
Yeah.
He became more humble.
Although he go crouching, crouching.
That's exactly what he did.
Yeah. Became humble. With a mouth full of wickedness, man.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
And it says, and Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, Surely the bitterness of death is past.
And what was it a bit again?
And he said, Agag said, Surely the bitterness of death is past.
Right?
He thought he thought he
Trying to
was
speak
good,
in
brother.
smooth
Yeah,
words.
yeah.
Yeah, smooth words, yeah. And Samuel said, As thy sword hath made women childless,
Right.
so shall thy mother be childless amongst women.
Right.
And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before Yahweh in Gilgal.
Man, show no mercy on him.
Finish him.
Finish him.
Yeah.
Right?
He sliced him in dices,
Yep.
man.
So Agag got sliced into pieces by Samuel. Even though he came
Delicately.
delicately,
Yep.
man. Showing you that you're not meant to show no mercy.
No pity, no pity.
No pity. Right? So that was and Haman was a descendant of Agag, man.
Bloodline descendant.
And look what Haman tried to do. He tried to wipe out the Jews. Showing you that you don't meant to show no mercy to the motherfuckers, man. Here it is, the ancestor of Haman, which is Agag, came on delicately to Samuel. But look what his descendant did, Haman.
All of
He
that.
tried to wipe out all the Jews, man.
Yeah.
So no matter how much you see the motherfuckers humble themselves, wipe them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kill them.
Precept.
Death. Slaughter and butchery, man.
And
You know what I'm saying?
and you know what that's powerful?
Right?
You say that because when you think about it, that's what the whole eugenics program was all about.
Right,
Because when you look up the word eugenics, the word Eugene means good seed.
right.
So all of this time they've been always exercising this thought of this idea of getting rid of the Israelites. That's in their spirit. Because remember, Genesis, what is it, chapter 27 and verse 40. Right? Ever since that point, well actually let's go prior before that. When they was in the womb, what was happening? They was fighting.
Right.
It was always tension between Jacob and Esau.
Floyd Mayweather and Hatton, man.
Yeah. Both they-
Showdown, man.
Yeah,
Showdown.
but even though Hatton's one of us, though, brother. You know, but we could use that. We could use that. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I mean, you've always had that battle between Jacob and Esau. So with these Amalekites, which are the first of the different branches, because you have many sons of Esau. I think they were like 5 sons. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, right? But the top son is Amalek. So the top of Esau is going to express more of that hatred towards the descendants of Israel, the real descendants of Israel, which is us. And if you notice, their real hatred is really against the kingdom of Judah.
But there's an example. It's First Maccabees chapter 1.
Oh yeah.
Verse 25. Therefore, there was great mourning in Israel. This is when the Greeks, under the order of Antiochus Epiphanes III, came to conquer all of Judah, right, and to force them into the Hellenist period with the Greek conforming of the Jews. So it says, verse 25 in 1 Maccabees chapter 1, therefore there was great mourning in Israel in every place where they were. So that the princes and elders mourned, and the virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them. But all was deceit. For when he had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel. So the scripture said, and there was a chief collector of tribute that came to the cities of Judah and spake peaceable words unto our people, but all was deceit. Going back to Agag, how he came delicately, right? He came peaceably,
He's smooth as
but all was deceit, man. Because even though a man hang his head down, but wickedness is in him, man.
Like Christopher Cologne, eh?
Because that wickedness came about when Haman was on the scene. When Haman got promoted by Xerxes in the Medo-Persian Empire. And what did Haman was a descendant of Agag, man. And Haman said like, listen, man, Mordecai is not bowing down to me. Wipe them Jews out. So that whole delicate attitude that Agag had,
The facade, yeah.
there was deceit, man, because really there's that enmity going back to the serpent and the woman, man.
Yeah.
That enmity that the Most High put between the serpent and the woman.
Yeah.
Like it reads in the book of Daniel's 8, which really is a prophecy of Antiochus Epiphanes. Some brothers say Antiochus, some brothers say Antiochus, but in Daniel's 8 it says that by policy and by peace he shall destroy many.
There you go.
That's his spirit. His spirit is to make you believe in him, and make you believe that he's been this benevolent individual, and he has the right way of life to you, but in a roundabout way, so he can do something to you. He can basically destroy you. And that's how these devils